Hey guys, I am kind of really sorry I didn't record a video for so long. Or rather that I didn't post a video for so long because let me quickly explain, even though I don't really have an excuse or anything, let me quickly explain what happened. I had this really big video thing planned and I recorded that and then I scripted the audio. Then I threw the script away because it was rubbish. Then I wanted to record the audio without scripting it, and I realized that the idea isn't actually that good. At that time I had already spent a lot of time in it, so I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways. And I realized no, it's not that the idea isn't very good, it's that the idea is bullshit. So basically I just spent a lot of time recording a video that I then just deleted. That's basically all there is for that. So basically, one, because I'm one lazy ass motherfucker, and two, because I do actually think that can be helpful. Today's gonna be a rather short video. The short length of the video is probably more because I'm lazy as fuck. But basically, this video is for you if you are feeling down about your diagnosis, or if you're my mother a while back in time. So basically, when my mother first told me, we're gonna go to a psychiatrist tomorrow because because you can get diagnosed, I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to be diagnosed with anything. No, I know that I'm fucking wrong in the head. I don't need a professional to tell me this. Of course, we still went to the psychiatrist on the next day. The psychiatrist was like, hey, I think you may have Asperger's. Shortly after that, Asperger's stopped to exist, so I did not have Asperger's. I do have autism, which is basically the same thing. So, basically, that year we had studied Asperger's syndrome in English class, and we were reading a book in which the main character had Asperger's, and he was a bit of a Rain Man, and you couldn't really see a lot of those super good benefits, except that person was good in math. Right. And I'm not saying it was a bad book. I'm saying there might have been a better way. If you really wanted to make Asperger's a subject for your lesson, there would have been a better way to do it. So I was still like, great, I'm like that weirdo now. Fucking splendid. So what my mother did basically all the time to try to show me, look, this is great, this is fucking awesome, is she was researching famous people with autism. That's what's going to be in this video, because I'm basically too lazy to prepare a video that's longer than this right now. So, I'm just going to do this alphabetically because I have a list that I have used for another thing that is alphabetically. And there are a lot more people than this. Basically, this was a list that I did for a school presentation, and I was trying to get people that people in my class or in my school would know. So this is my way of coming back. All the way on the top at 8, we have Abraham Lincoln. He's one of the presidents that people outside of the United States actually know. Now, I'm from Germany. I'm not that great in American history. There were so many presidents of the United States. If you're not from the United States, or you're not living in the United States, you probably don't know all of them, unless presidents of the United States is your special interest or something like that. But basically, Abraham Lincoln is obviously amongst those that you do know. There are some others, and all of those can be found to be autistic. Then we have the obvious one, Albert Einstein. I think he's probably one of the most famous examples of people in history that had autism. Because, well, he is pretty awesome. He said a lot of pretty awesome stuff. I love quoting him. Then we have Alfred Hitchcock, Andy Warhol. So a lot of people don't think, if they think of autistic people, they think of scientists. And of people who can't work with fiction or art. But a lot of people you will find on this list are artists or writers, fictional writers. So that's a myth. Busted. Then we have Benjamin Franklin. Then we have Bill Gates, so I don't have to explain anything on that. Then we have Charles Darwin, evolution and shit like that. Autism. Yay! We have Emily Dickinson, again, writer, poet, I think. Yes, poet. Franz Kafka, German writer, wrote some weird shit. That person can't be neurotypical. I didn't read any of his books, but my cousin has, and everyone I know basically has. And from what they told me, there's some weird shit going on. Neurotypical people can't write shit like that. Friedrich Nietzsche, also not the typical sciencey kind of person. So a lot of people are like, yeah, great, I know there are a lot of people with autism that are like great scientists and famous, and no world wouldn't be the same without them. But I don't really want to be a scientist. So sucks for me then, right? No, it doesn't. There are just as many awesome other people as there are awesome scientists among the autistics. And whatever you want to be, your autism is not necessarily going to make it harder for you. If anything, I think it's more likely to make it easier for you. Especially with growing awareness for what autism actually is. George Washington, again, he was the first. That's what I know. He's one of the ones that people know. He's supposedly pretty awesome because of the ways people outside of the United States wouldn't necessarily know him. Autism. Gregor Mendel. Genetics. That's actually what I want to study. Without him, that wouldn't even be possible. So, yay! H.G. Wells. Now, what surprised me, but not my non-autistic friends, is that when I was researching people with autism, I came across Kermit the Frog, Marilyn Monroe, Isaac Newton. There are quite a few scientists that are important in the history of mankind, and practically almost all of them autistic. It's just a fact. I'm sorry if sometimes I sound arrogant if I talk about stuff like that, but literally, this is so true. It's just a fact that most scientists that actually did something important were autistics. Then again, we have a writer, Jane Austen. You all know Pride and Prejudice, I hope. Then we have Ludwig van Beethoven. So we didn't have a musician yet, I think. But if you're like, yeah, I don't want to be a painter, I don't want to be a writer, I don't want to be a scientist, I just want to make music, that you can do too. There are absolutely no borders for you set by your autism. No matter what field of study you are, there's going to be an autistic role model for you. If you look, for that. Like, if you wanted to be a puppet, singing puppet, you can do that apparently. Marie Curie, again, important scientist. Autism. it's just a fact. I'm sorry if I sound like arrogant sometimes, but it's just a fact. Mark Twain, again, writer. Michelangelo, again, painter. Van Gogh, another painter. All people you know. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, composer. Really important composer. I just want to show you, I don't know if you have somebody that you want to motivate, or if you need some motivation from time to time. If you did either, I hope this helped. I really have to go now, so I'm gonna say bye for now, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.